Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 8 of NCERT exemplar solutions on the unit number 3, which includes squares and square roots and cubes and cube roots. Students, we have already covered up to the question number 128, which includes MCQ type, fill in the blank type, true or false type, short answer as well as some of the long answer type. Now, today we will start from the question number 129. In the question number 129, a king wanted to reward his advisor, a wise man of the kingdom, so he asked the wise man to name his own reward. The wise man thanked the king but said that he would ask only for some gold coins each day for a month. The coins were to be counted out in a pattern of 1 coin for the first day, 3 coins for the second day, 5 coins for the third day, and so on for 30 days. Without making calculations, find how many coins will the advisor get in the month. So here students, we have these pattern of numbers clearly telling us that they are odd numbers starting from 1 and added up to the 30th odd number. Which is the 30th odd number? And you know, to find nth odd number, we have a formula 2n minus 1. That means 30th odd number will be 2 into 30 minus 1, which means 59 will be the 30th odd number. And sum of first 30 odd numbers will be square of 30. So without calculation we can say it is 900 coins that wise man is going to receive. So this would be the right answer. Now coming to the next question number 130, find 3 numbers in the ratio. The moment you see ratio, always consider ratio constant. As assuming, let us assume therefore numbers are 2x, 3x and 5x. Sum of whose squares? That means square of this 2x added to sum of the square of 3x means 3x square added to 5x square gives you 608, whereas 2x square is 4x square. Why? Because it is 2x whole the square. Nothing but 2x into 2x gives you 4x square. Then 3x whole square is 9x square. 5x whole square is 25x square. Their sum is 608. The sum of these is 38 x square equals to 608. X square equals to 608 divided by 38, which gives 16. So, therefore, x is equals to 4. Therefore, the numbers are 2 4s are 8, 3 2 4s are 8, 3 4s are 12 and 5 4s are 20. Next, coming to the next question, question number 131. Find the smallest square number divisible by each one of the numbers 8, 9 and 10. Students, it is very important this sort of questions while even you are writing an entrance exam of class 6th. You know, LCM of any numbers is divisible by them. So, LCM of any numbers will be divisible by them because it is a common multiple and that to least common multiple. Now, how do you find LCM of them? You know how to find LCM of any given numbers. 2 4s are 9 is not divisible by 2, comes as it is. Now, there is no a common prime number dividing any two of these numbers. Therefore, LCM of them 8, 9 and 10, it is 2 into 4 into 9 into 5. 4 9s are 36, 36 10s are 360. So, 360 is such number. Therefore, 360 is divisible by 8, 9 and 10. But 360 is not a perfect square. How to make it a perfect square? Therefore, 360, which is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5, it has got prime factor 2 in being pairs, prime factor 3 being in pairs, whereas one more prime factor 2 does not have its pair and prime factor 5 does not have its pair. So, we need pair for them. Therefore, by multiplying (360) by 10 will be resulting a perfect square. Divisible by 8, 9 and 10. So, what is that right answer? Therefore, the right answer is 3600 will be that right answer. So, this is how we reason it out. Next, coming to the next question, question number 132, area of a square plot. So, area of a square plot given to us plot 101 integer 1 upon 400 meter square. Now, If you convert it into improper fraction, 40,401 by 400 meter square you will get from this mixed fraction. Let us say area of a square plot of this side S. That means S square is known to us. When S square is known to us, how do you find S? By finding square root of this fraction. How to find square root of the numerator separately? By square root of denominator separately. You know, square root of 40,400 is 201 and square root of 400 is 20. When you convert it into again mixed fraction, 10 integer 1 by 20 meter will be the side of the plot. Okay. So, this is how we solve this question. Now, coming to the question number 133. Find the square root of 324 by the method repeated subtraction method. Children, you know what is repeated subtraction method. You have to keep on subtracting the prime numbers from the difference resulting like this. From 324 1 is subtracted. Next from 323 3 is subtracted. Now from 320 what is to be subtracted? Next prime number 5. Sorry, next odd number. We have to continuously subtract the odd numbers. So 315 is the next odd number. From 315 7 to be subtracted, it results 308. From 308 9 to be subtracted, so it results 299. From 299 11 to be subtracted, it gives 288. From 288 13 to be subtracted, it gives you 275. From 275 15 is to be subtracted, it gives you 260. Again continuing, from 260 17 to be subtracted, it results 243. So from the difference 243 19 is to be subtracted, it gives you 224. From 224 21 to be subtracted, it gives you 203. From 203 23 to be subtracted, it gives you 180. From 180 you have to subtract 25, it gives you 155. From 155 you have to subtract 27, it results 128. From 128 you have to subtract 29, it gives you 99. From 99 you have to subtract 31, it gives you 68. From 68 you have to subtract 33, it gives you 35. At last from 35 if you subtract 35, results 0. How many times that you have done? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. Therefore square root of 324 is 18. This is how we do in repeated subtraction method. Coming to the question number 134. 3 numbers are in the ratio, so obviously let the ratio constant is x. Okay, so therefore the numbers are 2x, 3x and 4x and sum of their cubes. So 2x whole cube added to 3x whole cube added to 4x whole cube is resulting to 0.334125. Students, 2x whole square gives you 8x cube, sorry, whole cube, 2x whole cube gives you 8x cube, 3x whole cube results as 27x cube, 4x whole cube gives you 64x cube, which is equals to, by converting this decimal number into the fraction form, we have 3,34,125 upon 100,0000 means it gives you 10 lakh. Now sum of this 8 plus 27 35, 35 plus 64 gives you 99 x cube equals to 3,34,125 upon 10 lakh. Now how to do? See children, very simple. We need to cancel. How to cancel? Here this 3,34,125 when it is divided by 99 gives you the quotient as 3,375. Otherwise you have a simple cancellation. 3 3s are 3 3s are. Next 3 1s are 3 1s are 3 1s are, 1 comes here, 11. So 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 2 comes here, 22, 3 7s are 21, 1 comes here, 15. So 3 5s are. Now further 3 11s are here, 3 3s are 9 for this 11, the 2 comes here, 2 comes here, 21. So 3 7s are 21, 3 3s are 3 3s are and 3 7s are. Next 3 1s are 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are. Next 11 1s are 11, 3s are 33, 4 1 41. So 11 3s are 33, 33. So from 41 33 gone gives you 8, 82 means 3 7s are 77. From 82 77 subtracted gives you 5, 55. So gives you 5. That's all. You do division. This is better option. You will get a correct quotient. So it implies x cube equals to 3,375 upon 10 lakh. I hope you are all very much clear how to do division. Now x is equals to cube root of 3,375 upon 10 lakh. Students, again numerator separately is cube root applied over it, and cube root of denominator 10 lakh is separately done. Now we have here, what is cube root of 3,375? It is 15. And what is cube root of 10 lakh? For every 3 zeros, 1 zero will come out. So we have 6 zeros, so 2 zeros will come out. Therefore x equals to 0.15 is the right answer. So next, coming to the question number 135, it is cube root of 27 added to cube root of 0.08 added to cube root of 0.64. You know 0.008 can be written as 8 upon 1000 and cube root of it will be cube root of 8 by cube root of 1000. You know it is cube root of 27 is 3 and cube root of 8 by 1000 and cube root of 64 by 1000. Now 8 is cube root of 8 is 2 and cube root of 1000 is by 10. Cube root of 64 is 4 by 10 and you know how to simplify this. LCM is 10. So 30 plus 2 plus 4 gives you 36 by 10 which is 3.6. Then coming to the question number 136. In question number 136, children, it is very simple. We have to do following same principle. First, inside 12 square whole to the power half. 12 square whole to the power half is nothing but 12 power 2 into half. This 2 cancels, so 12 power 1 which is equals to 12. Or else the other way is it is just nothing but square root of 12 square. Square root of 12 square is 12 only. So 5 square plus square root of 12 square and their sum is cubed. 12 square under root gives you 12, 5 square is 25 and whole power 3 which is nothing but 37 to be cubed. You know how to find 37 cube, and 37 cube results as 50,653. Next, whereas in this case same thing is done here. 6 square and 8 square whole power half is nothing but root under 8 square and their sum is getting cubed. 6 square is 36 and root under 8 square is 8 and their sum is cubed, results as 44 getting cubed. And what is the 44 cube? It is 85,184. So that's it. Okay. So even Kirtan has asked me this doubt and I am giving you through this video as the answer. So coming to the 138th question, a perfect square number has 4 digits. See children, this is one of the, out of all these 142 questions I have seen, this question being one of the tricky question. Okay, so pay attention carefully. None of which is 0. That means out of 0 to 9 digits we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Among them this is not considered at all. The digits from left to right, that means this direction, even, even and odd, even. Find such a perfect square. See children, perfect squares are 4-digit numbers. Very important. 33 32 square onwards up to the square of 99, we have 4-digit numbers. What is 32 square? 32 square is 1024. And you know what is the square of 99? It is 9801. If you observe these huge number of perfect squares, you can identify which will have all these properties. Property 1, it shouldn't be used 0 at all. That means such 1024 cannot be considered, 9801 cannot be considered. So like this, it's a big list. Now coming to the next, I have to have even being here, even being here, odd being here, and even being here. See children, do you know we have from 99 minus 32 gives me 67. That means around I have got 66 or 67 numbers. Among these 67 numbers, which are perfect squares, 4-digit perfect squares, you identifying with the condition. See, I could do it using Excel sheet, and somewhere 94 square, which is 8836, satisfies this, and 96 square, which is 9216, satisfies these conditions. Except these two, remaining all numbers will fail in satisfying given condition of question. But as an answer, in this book they have mentioned 8836, and I could say even this also is a right answer. Okay. So except by observation, we cannot tell through any logic here. If at all you want to have a logic, I can say here, because it is a perfect square, here 2 cannot come, 3 cannot come, 7 cannot come, 8 cannot come. So no perfect square ends in 2, 3, 7 or 8, and 1 cannot come because I want even here. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8 are vanished. That means I have only the choice between 4 or 6. So I was searching this way, reasoning out. But these three to identify, very tough. So perfect squares ending in 4 or 6. So square of a number ending in 4 ends in 6. Square of a number ending in 6 ends in 6. Square of a number ending in 2 ends in 4. Square of a number ending in 8 ends in 4. But I was searching, it takes certainly equal amount of time. Now coming to the next question, number 139. Put 3 different numbers in the circle so that when you add along the line, giving you a perfect square. Here the right answer will be, we have one number being 6, another being 19, another being 30. So 6 plus 19 gives you 25, which is a perfect square. 19 plus 30 gives you 49, which is a perfect square. 30 plus 6 gives you 36, which is again a perfect square. So these are the right answers. Next, coming to the question number 140. The perimeter of 2 squares 40 and 96. So let us assume we have a square with the side as A, it implies perimeter of it is 40, implies side of it is 10 meters. Similarly, I have another square where in that square side of it is being B, perimeter of it given as 96 meter, it implies B is equals to 24 meter. Now, as they say, find the perimeter of third square wherein which this area is the result of the sum of the areas of these two. It is a Pythagoras theorem, isn't it? It tells Pythagoras theorem. You know, Pythagoras theorem gives you here A is to B is to C forms a Pythagorean triplets, isn't it? Here what is A? A is 10. So 10 is to 24 is to, we know it is 26. That means C should be 26. Therefore, perimeter of it is 4 times of 26, which is 104 meters. This is the right answer. So, how to do working steps? With the working steps, let the sides of the squares A, B and C given that perimeter of two squares as 40 and 96 respectively, 4A equals to 40 implies A equals to 10 and 4B equals to 96 implies B equals to 24 meters. If we know that but given that third square, it is area of third square is the sum of areas of the two squares. Therefore, C square equals to A square plus B square. It implies C square equals to 10 square plus 24 square, 100 plus 24 square is, we have 576 and their sum 676 and C being square root of 676, you know 676 square root is 26. Therefore, perimeter of the third square is 4C. It implies 4 times of 26. It implies 104 meter. We can conclude like this. Coming to the question number 141. 1. See children, here very important, a 3-digit perfect square is such that if it is viewed upside down, what is the meaning of upside down? Let us see. The number seen is also a perfect square. What is the meaning of seeing upside down? Let me tell you by hint. The digits 1, when you see upside down, it looks similar. 0 also, when you see upside down, it looks similar. 8 is also, when it is seen upside down, looks similar. But whereas when 9 is looked upside down, looks like a 9 as 6 and 6 as 9. So looking upside down is looking this 9, when you look from that upside down, this direction becomes 6. So right answer is here 196 is the right answer. How 196 is the right answer? Let us see. This 196, when made upside down, you can watch it now. How does it look like? It looks like a 961, correct now? So you know 196 is a perfect square. It is square of 14, and 961 is also a perfect square. It is the square of 31. So 3-digit perfect square is such that if it is viewed upside down, a number seen is also a perfect square, correct na? So this is how we say 196 and 961 as the answers. Now coming to the question number 142, which is the last question of this exemplar problems. See, 13 and 31 is a strange pair of numbers such that their squares, that is 169 and 961, are also mirror images. You know 13's mirror image is 31. When you consider here as a mirror, you can see 3's and 1's image. Okay, image is the same as a palindrome 1331. Similarly, 169's you can see 961. When mirror is considered like this, it's a mirror image. What he says, can you find two other such? 169, 961. Which are the other two? I am giving you 144 and 441. Why? Because you see 12 square it is, and it is 21 square, correct na? Next, 10,404. You know what it is? It is a square of 102. So 201's square also similarly you will have, okay, as a mirror image. Okay children, this is how we can say two more. So with this I am winding up this session. So I hope from these two chapters, squares and square roots, cubes and cube roots, through these 142 questions I have revised almost all the concepts. So stay safe, stay strong, and even be strong in the mathematics too. So watch all the videos, leave not any video as not watched, so that you have a complete hold on these three chapters. Good luck for your PT exam. Wishing you good luck for your PT exams. I say bye. Take care. Jai Hind. Thank you.